And welcome back once again, reblurr gamers. Here we are, working our way through a few bits and pieces as we were discussing in a previous video slash post. We are working on our 1 million miniatures competition, to which we have a few of them built and put together, primed and whatnot. As you can see on the table in front of me, or where you should be able to view, there is a few monsters. Shouldn't say monsters, I should say there is a few minis painted. We're going to crack into using some, it's quite watery, this gold. I should have an army painter one as well, but I don't seem to be able to find it in my mix of paints over the back here, which is a little frustrating, but we'll try our best with what we've just picked up, because we're going to touch up some of this gold on the head of the first of the two Stormcast Eternals. We'll just make sure that we got it all on there, and I don't know if we did or not. As you can see, there's a few spots where it's slightly worn away. This gold is definitely different to what I was using, so it's probably not going to work what I was after, which is kind of frustrating, which means we might need to switch over to Liberated Gold from Citadel to try and get something similar, so that we can hopefully work on getting this, which that seems somewhat better. And we will continue on our merry little way painting up these models. As you can see, there's a little bit of gold can be poked in a few different spots here to make it work a little better, stay a little darker per se. I've somehow got gold on my finger, which is great. There's a few spots there. There's a few bits on the back of his head that's got to be touched up too. Where I went slightly overboard with the other paint, but so I'm gonna mix this gold a little better, because I don't know if we know if I've got, I know I've got multiple golds, but I can't physically see another one per se at the moment, and I couldn't tell you where it may be. Actually, I've got that's Liberator. Maybe I want the Retributor. I did say Retributor. I've just found it. I'll give it a good shake, good mix. I think it's the closest actual physical gold to, the gold that comes from Vallejo's new Army Painter Speed Paint, Vallejo Army Painter's Speed Paint pen markers. They are a gold. There's a gold on those, which I currently actually have applied to most of this, and I'm going to use the closest thing that GW has, or Citadel has, which is the find some blue tack and attach it to something to help friggin' spin the model around. So we're just going to work our way around getting this where it needs to go, and then we can start working on getting this miniature painted and then adding it to our completed list, which would be great because the more I complete fast, the quicker we can move on to the next model, and the quicker I get through my 100 minis and can move on to being able to paint whatever is next on my list. I thought this would be a nice little break in between everything else that I am painting, which, if you all know, everyone that's watching, if you are following me, you would know that I am painting Tau and some Dark Angels, and have slowly started on some Old World, but also want to start on some Stormcast Eternal. So this is actually this is a test model in terms of what I would paint my Stormcast when I paint them properly, given that I haven't actually painted any of them yet per se, that being any of the models that I have that are actually in storage currently, technically. But as you can see, we work our way around without trying to do too much. Oops. Damage to the actual paint I've already laid down because I liked the colour. It's different, it's brighter, it's more aggressive, I would say. It allows for some difference in terms of something outlandish technically, but I'll see if I can get this all the way up here and then over the back here of this too. There we go. Obviously, I've still got to paint his hand and the top of the weapon. The back of his side of his skull's got to be something I've got to figure out how to get painted there. Actually, to be honest, it's a little bit. Trying to make sure that I get all of the little holes and spots, and I know that it's technically two different gold colours, but that's okay because I'm doing this for a reason, and the reason is perfectly fine. The base, getting as much as I can of that gold down with the pen as something different. Allows for a little bit of stuff to happen, and then we run through and paint the rest of this shenanigans. We may find that, hopefully, which was the point of tonight's live stream, which went up, that was Saturday night, so this video has also been done after I have been live and painted a little bit. That's where I put that turquoise colour down on the model. That was the point of that. I chose the turquoisey green for, as I said, something kind of different slash outlandish. It allows for just a little bit of difference. Get around here. Boom. As you can see there, I've put as much gold as I can on him per se. I will switch into the next one because why not? I already have the gold out. The pen will actually help a little bit to get some of the other gold in on the model. But I'll be able to, I'll use the brush right now. I should put the pen's better with some of this. Use the brush to enable me to get it in some of those painful spots that require a little bit of persuasion. As you can see, they've got all the required gold in those spots. I'll just run around a few more bits and pieces to make it a little bit easier to get onto a lot of places. Because some of this, as I said, is nice and fiddly, and the fiddly bits of gold I'm cool with dealing with, to be honest. It's more the non-fiddly bits that will make for some entertainment per se. because technically but yeah, as everyone's, sorry I went super quiet there because I was concentrating getting all this gold done on where I'm going to require a brush, and it's kind of tight places to get to. Where did you guys manage to post any content? Did anyone manage to start their own pledge challenge for the million minis month that Games Workshop has put out, or did nobody bother because they are not in the mood to paint? And it's February, almost February, and it's just one of those things where it's as you can see there, guys, there's another chunk of gold painted on a mini. I'm going to switch into some silver. Jeez, I've got some big lumps of gold paint all over my fingers. For a second there, I'm just going to have something to drink, so give me a moment.